One of the things that I see come up often, we're talking about data, when we're looking at rolling out engagement surveys. A lot of companies have done these COVID surveys to understand and try to meet their employees where they're at. But even in the remote environment or hybrid, we need to be visible and accessible as leaders. And I see that come up time and time again as an opportunity for leaders to connect in with their team. So leveraging your one-on-ones, making sure those continuous feedback loops are there are two great ways. And I keep hitting on listening, but not only because it's a value that I share as active listening, but also making sure that you understand that there are different ways of listening, different points of connection that you can have with your team. We have seen, unfortunately, that some folks were micromanaging when people were in the office, and that's happening. People are purchasing software in order to be able to keep tabs on people. I use Slack in the business. Is the person green? Have they stepped away for too long? Are they idle? And we really don't want to take that approach when we look at the future of work, making people feel seen, like they belong and their voice is heard. It's of course, productivity, but we also have to not make assumptions, but we do want to assume positive intent. So as your employees' needs evolve, as you're rolling out processes and programs, it's important to get employees involved in the process as well. And sometimes I see that as a gap too. So we all own culture. I know it starts at the top, but I will stand firmly in that we all own that. And so those are some of the things that are top of mind for me today.
Yeah, I agree with that. Everything you said, 100%. And in addition, and it really just piggybacks off what you're saying, having these sort of regular check-ins, and I love the word you used, which was accessible. As we are in a remote culture and sort of hybrid moving back into the office, it's sort of out of sight, out of mind. And so what exactly does accessibility look like? How do you ensure your associates or employees know that you're available at any time, but also continue a sort of connectivity that you might get in an office? And so that's going to be the key. And to your point, Tiffany, I am a firm believer as well in listening and asking. And don't be afraid to ask. There's a lot of great ideas, and the million-dollar question is, how do you maintain an inclusive culture, an engaged culture, as we start to shift and see all these different changes within the environment? And people have some great ideas, but you have to ask.